Hi girls, how are you today? I hope you're doing super good. Today in the class of Math Tech, we're gonna have 3 points. You don't have to deliver anything in classroom. It's just an exploration activity and a review activity. Because in the first point that we have in the agenda, we're going to play a game about angles. So the idea is that you click. Remember, control click when the hand appear. It's the only moment that it's going to open the game. So this is the game. It's called measuring angles. The idea is that you're going to have two yellow lines that they are going to make the angle, and you're going to have a conveyor. You can move the conveyor so you can put in one of the lines the 0, and then you can average or discover the correct angle. I'm going to give you the first example. Let's suppose the conveyor is like this and the lines are not aligned with the conveyor, so I need to align it. I can align it in this part, okay, or I can align it in this part. But always one of the yellow lines needs to be in the 0, okay? Then you're gonna see here what might be the correct or the similar or the most approximately number. In my case, I'm going to put 134 maybe. I enter and it was correct. Okay, my precision was correct. So that is the idea. You're gonna have plenty of exercises to use correctly the conveyor and to try to calculate the correct average. This is a super nice game where you can practice how to measure angles. And the second part, we're gonna start exploring a new program. The program, it's a tessellation. I don't know if you know what is a tessellation. Sorry, it's a tessellation. This is the program. I'm not going to open yet the program. The idea is that you just look and answer some questions according of what you see here. The tools, the shapes, what do you see there? So the first question is, what shapes do you see in the program? So please name the shapes here. You can write them in Word, or if you want to print it, you can do it also. The second question is, what patterns can you see here? These are some examples of how to do tessellation. So you can have an idea of what are we going to do in the next classes. So please write what are the shapes that you see in the pattern in these pictures. Now, which of the shapes tessellate by themselves? Can you cover the plane? The plane is this. This is the plane. Can you cover the plane with just triangles, just squares, or just pentagons? So here you are going to analyze. What will happen if I put just triangles in here? Or if I put just squares here? So please analyze, think what could happen, imagine, and then you can write if it's possible to complete and full the white paper with only those shapes. Next, you are gonna click in this link, which is the program that we're going to start working. Today we're going just to explore, don't worry. The idea is that you read and you answer the questions. Go to the link and try to find a way to make a tessellation with just squares and octagons. Remember that a tessellation, I give you some samples in here. So how can you do a tessellation in here with just squares and octagons? So try to look if you can do a pattern or not, if it's possible. And then which other combinations of shapes tessellate? What other shapes can you use in the program to make a tessellation or to make a pattern? So you are going to write here those kind of shapes that you use. Can a circle be a tessellate shape? Yes, no, and why? To answer this one, it's very important because the last question says, is there a way to tell if shapes with tessellate by looking at the properties of those shapes? It means are there specific shapes, only specific shapes to make tessellations or no? Okay, so this activity is just exploring moments. In next class, in our video conference from next week, we're going to work more about that. You're going to tell me what did you do. If you want to save it, you can save it, but it's not necessary and obligatory because it's just an activity to see the platform, to explore and play with many shapes that the program have. Okay, ladies, if you have any other question, you can tell me. You know that you can write to me in classroom and I'm gonna answer to you. Bye.